So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, the internet, and welcome back to another episode of Emrae, a D&D campaign in a world of my own design. We're playing 5th edition, and with us, as always, are Jeff, or Leganor, our human bard with a little fighter, or fighter with a little bard mixed in, as he slowly enters frame in his amazing Gary Gygax inspired tabletop gnome dwarf.
At least some of you heard the music too.
What's that?
No, there was no music. I'm sorry to say.
No, did not hear music.
I've been waiting too.
Was it the
Oh, the poor son.
duck hunt? Ding, 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 ding.
No, it was the opening credits to 2001: A Space Odyssey.
That's what I was imagining as soon as he said it.
I like it.
Duh.
As well as Jin Jindorum Draprax, aka Zack, our dragonborn sorcerer, who's cosplaying as a sideways person.
I like it. I'm a fan.
And as well, Mike, aka Merwin, aka Sunfang, aka Miguel, aka Squirrel, aka Giraffe Snake,
Leopard Boa.
Leopard Boa. Phenomenal. Aka Wallace Stoneguard, our resident tanky boy. Keeper of the D&D shirts.
Yes.
As always, I
Very
am Jim,
indeed.
or Skeksis, your DM, and we are ready to rock and roll. In our last episode, the party began their long, many-week journey back to the place where they believe they originated here in the future. And along the way, they realized that the wilderness is very treacherous, as they remembered from their first foray out towards Springstone. And now here they are making yet another trek through the wilderness with no real means of any sort of shelter. So last episode, while standing watch, Wallace was surprised, and so was the rest of the party, by a pack of saber-toothed cats who had seemingly come out of the shadows and nowhere, though the party was able to handily sort them out. Um, they
Well, I wouldn't say handily.
they were
Unless,
able to
unless
successfully sort them out.
unless our modus operandi is just now. All right, surround Wallace until he dies, and then hopefully everything else is dead around him.
Good plan. It's worked so far.
So yeah, I'm
If
gonna get real
memory,
comfortable getting unconscious.
excuse me, if memory serves, that long rest was interrupted, but you guys did get through the rest of your rests, kind of sleeping through the morning to make sure you'd get healed up. And we open late morning the next day, um, in a clearing in the edge of the clearing in the field. We're not really in the forest at this stage, um, but surrounded, small grove in the trees, um, surrounded by the corpses of a bunch of lions.
It's a good thing that a good
Oh
night's
no,
sleep can.
no, you guys moved away from the lions at the end of this
We
last
moved because of
session.
T-Rexes.
Yeah, we were concerned for scavenger.
You were
animals,
concerned
like
for giant lizard vultures, yes.
yes.
But you did have a successful night of no issues. So you
I
now
love how
find
a good night.
yourselves where the green dot is. You know from your conversations with Seth Rogen. No, Rogan, not Seth Rogen.
Like that's an interesting character to throw into this.
Excuse me. Well, there's a Seth and there's a Rogan and there's a Sveth all
Please
in
laugh
this
like him.
campaign, but they're not all the same person. Anyway, you know from your conversations with him that this teal line on the map that you're looking at is a road through the mountain pass that eventually leads and follows the 2,000-year-old, you know, main road that you're familiar with. If there are other ways to get to where you're going, you're unfamiliar with them, but far be it from me to tell you where to go.
Very good.
I love how a good night's sleep gets rid of all the burnt ashes and the freezing and the claw marks that were all over me when I went to sleep. It's just I feel so much better.
I don't know how scars work in D&D. Like you're healthy, but you still had a wound that is healed. I assume there's gonna be permanent scarification as a result.
I feel like
I
there
actually
should.
saw an interesting little like meme explaining like how adventurers can look a little weird because they're always magically healed. They have no scars, so like they come home and they retire, but like whereas everybody else around them like has injuries from just daily labor, like the adventurers come home fine, and it's weird because they were always magically healed, and it kind of
Interesting.
messes with their heads.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
If you had been
um,
burned to crisp and then took weeks to recover, you would definitely not look the same.
right, as opposed to like I was just mauled and blown up and then frozen, and now I'm fine.
Magic.
This is weird. Um, so I mean, we could do. I know like there's video games where like every single time you die, you get a scar. But anyway, so but I leave that up to the DM. All right. Well, we know it's utterly dangerous out here. So the last time we spent out here, the better. We lost most of our bedrolls in the last fight, so just sleeping on grass and yeah, let's go.
Time to go. So we're at the green dot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So one of you, I know we've poked fun at this in the past. Um, it dawns on me. This I don't really have much on the way of rations. Do one of you have some
You look
magical way
over
to
and
make?
Sturgis is just like eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought his little thing was ruined.
No, remember I had like I was like I wish I had done that, but I missed the opportunity.
Oh, so he does have his whole
Yeah, he's
sword.
been
He has
making
his
food
whole.
this whole time.
Oh, all right. So yeah, Sturgis, we may have to raid your magical pantry, whatever that you have access to, seemingly everywhere.
Yes, I assumed that would be the case. As usual, I'm happy to provide.
Okay, never mind.
Also, does
Uh,
Wegener still have a pocket full of synth?
I don't see why I wouldn't. I mean, we haven't been gone for that, right? From when we were above the surface.
no, it's only been. I mean, really, we've only been
A
away
couple
from the
days.
city for like a day.
Yeah, it's only been a couple days, is correct.
Oh, that's right. We did spend like a day underground or two. So yeah, it hasn't been that long. But I thought we established that the bed was Soylent Green. Did
We
we not?
did. I
We
mean, not
established that.
not true
Wait,
Soylent Green, but we definitely established that it's
weren't they tracking us by our poop or something like that?
From the synth.
In the synth?
Ah, that's right. Yeah. I mean, we're not inside the city limits, so I'm not worried about it. But
right.
That's true, yeah.
anyways, so yeah, let's get to the road. So hopefully things are slightly less dangerous there,
Slightly.
or more dangerous. I have no idea how the road works in this timeline.
Potentially, things are terrible.
So yeah, we're walking, I guess, or at least I'm getting everybody else to move.
All right.
All
Come on,
right.
Smoggles.
Mid morning, calisthenics, stretch, clean the revolvers, go to Sturgis and ask him for a turkey on rye with provolone. And yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm good to go. Move out towards the road. Do
So
we still have
you
that?
guys are following the road path, is what I'm hearing.
Yes,
Do we still have that
For
thing
now.
that points us to Seth Rogen?
the Waystone. Yes, I still have
Yes.
that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
remind me about those waystones. I gotta reread what that was all about.
um, I mean, he just gave us a stone that was supposed to be able to guide us back to him. I don't remember much more than that. Hold
I
on.
made an item for that, didn't I? Isn't there a handout?
There may be. I'm checking my notes. I gotta go looking through them. It's been a while. Discuss Jeff's experience with walrus taxidermy on the fly. What?
Walrus taxidermy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
I have it in my notes. discussed Jeff's experience with walrus taxidermy on the fly. Don't remember that one.
Can't say I know
So
what that's all about.
We have to go back in several episodes.
how,
Walrus.
like, not that you date your notes, but how far back is it in your notes?
Um, it's after. It's right before I have CWAP or Citywide Access Panels, so it must have been shortly after we got into the city.
Interesting. Well, anyway, I do not have any info about the Waystones. I forgot what they were intended to do at this point.
I mean, what I have in my notes. Dang it! I just had it, and then I want to go back and look at the. Oh, hold on. Rogan. Damn it! I had it, and then I went looking for that thing again because Jeff asked. I just have the word Waystone with his name.
Yeah.
Rogan, Carhan, Fringe. But I remember, I just recall it being like you can use it to. I think it was supposed to work like a compass, like it would like glow and point in the direction.
It's
So
the
like,
only info I have as well.
That's in the direction of the Urlaben Temple ruins, or
I mean, we were pretty close to. So as I recall, we ended up. If you look at the map, we were in the middle of this big, like, several square
like
mile
right up
field.
there?
Yeah, and then we
Yeah,
like
you're somewhere
wandered
around
over
there.
to his. Right. So I mean, is the blue or the pale road?
The
No, the pale
blue
road is one of them.
the blue is the roads you remember from 2000 years ago. The tan were the two ways Rogan suggested that you get to Springstone.
Okay. So
The
yeah, I mean, we
shorter,
could.
harder way or the longer, easier way.
Okay, so yeah, we're taking the easier way back, and then we can either try to stick to what we think is the road if it is still there, or yeah, if all else fails, we can use the Waystone to get back to Rogan, and then go from there back to where we started, or at
Gotcha.
least as close to. That's my plan.
All right. So, from your current position to the road is still, well, depending on where on the road you want to get. The shortest distance directly to the road is 9 miles, but that puts you back towards Springstone some. If you want to keep
Now I'll
going,
point us. Yeah, no, I'll take the
Let's
yeah
let's
that I'll
straight
do that.
line like that to the road, and then we know
all right.
where.
So you got about 20 miles to get you to the road that
That's a
is between the
that's a
mountain pass.
30 days march.
If you're going 3 miles an hour, it's only about 6 hours. So yeah, from now
And you're
until
heading
dusk,
into the
basically.
woods. Okay. All right. That answers that.
But we're also, I mean, we're going uphill, right? And we're off the path, so
Mm-hmm. Heading into a forest uphill towards a road. So, what we're going to do is a skill challenge.
That's right. We haven't done one of these
dun,
in a while.
dun, dun.
To get us to the road, you will need to have 5 successes before 3 failures. And
Who's going first?
we're gonna start with boom. 1, 2, 3 is Mike.
So I'm gonna try to see if I can't find some game trails, perhaps, or like I mean we're going through the woods, so I'm trying to see if I can't use either perception or animal handling to see like try to find a way through the forest that's easier that maybe the animals already use as the thought process.
So you're trying to ease your travels by following predetermined paths made by
Yeah, kind of.
game.
Yes.
Okay.
So
All right.
I
So
can
so
animal
you
handling, investigation, perception, one of those three.
so I'm gonna do a survival because that's like
Oh,
tracking and game and stuff.
oh shucks. Okay, well,
And because a random game trail has no knowledge of a road, the DC is going to be kind of high. So even if you
wow.
find a game trail, it may not actually be helpful.
All right, fair enough.
So I will let you roll
That's a good boy.
survival, and the DC is 14.
Nope.
All right. So you don't do anything like outlandishly bad, and you're able to find the occasional like deer hoof um, trails, and you kind of wander, not wander, but you follow these paths. But as we just suggested, you kind of quickly realize after you've circled around a couple times that they don't really seem to be leading you
In the direction we want.
in the direction you want, back to the road, and you kind of lose some time. Um, though you are successful in finding the trails and following them.
Oops.
So, fail one for the big guy.
Who's next?
Yeah, if you want to take this one, I'll be right there shortly.
Sure. Let's see. So, seeing as Wallace is leading us on these random game trails that actually end up circling back on each other, and they're kind of gnarly and bad terrain, and whatever he's trying to do doesn't seem like we're working. I decide that I want to use my acrobatic nature to try to find the best path up out of this gully or wherever we are on this game trail, so that we can all, especially the short one, Sturgis, so we
Mm-hmm.
can all figure out how to get back on relatively flat ground and then just make a beeline to where we're heading. So,
Okay. So what skill are you using?
intending to use acrobatics, but I understand that the description may go a different direction if you deem it so.
I mean, the whole point of a skill challenge is you tell me the skill you're using, and then
I, I, I
how
said
you're making it
acrobatic,
work. Yeah. So
acrobatic.
acrobatics, we can have you use acrobatics. You're trying to just nimbly find good footing to make the path
Yeah,
as traversable as possible.
exactly.
All right. That'll be fine. Do DC 12 acrobatics check. Phenomenal. Yeah, you're
All right.
as you get closer to the trees, you find that there's a lot of roots jutting up from the soft, loamy earth, and if you're able to sort of leap from hard root, hard rock, you don't get as bogged into the soft soil as well, and you show your compatriots that if they do the same, they can make better time. So we'll call that a success.
Hmm. Awesome.
Jin.
Cool. Okay. So, do we run into anybody on the road? Do we see anybody, any other humanoids? Or
So with a skill challenge, that's tell me what skill you're using and then how you want to use it, and then we'll determine the answer to that question.
hmm, because it would be depending on if we see anybody. Okay. Then I guess I'll have to use. I'll have to look around and try to see if I see anybody in our general path. Um,
What's the
so
skill you're
perception.
using?
What are you trying to
Perception.
use?
What skill are you attempting to use in your skill challenge?
Perception. Can you hear me?
Perception. Okay.
Sorry. Okay.
So how are you using perception to make your travels easier?
Yes. So I am looking around. I'm looking to see if there's any other people to interact with, or who can possibly point us in a direction, or just that we can interact with who is not hostile.
Using your perception to
Look around to see
see
if
if
there's
there
anybody
are any
around.
non-hostile intelligent life whom you could converse with to point you in the right direction. Okay. Um, do a perception and the DC is 15. Okay. So yeah, it's a very untraveled,
And
thickly
people around.
wooded forest, and you you just kind of spend some time following noises that you hear, thinking that it might be people, but unfortunately you don't find anyone um, that is intelligent that you communicate with. There seems to be no other inhabited or humanoid life between here and where you've gone, and yeah, you waste a little bit of time kind of chasing some leads down.
Okay,
So
that's
that's
another
one
L.
success, two fails. Back to Wallace.
Um, All right. Can I either investigate or perceive? I mean, I was trying to use game trails before, but that clearly didn't work. So now I'm gonna, if I can't try to either perceive or investigate any other, just human. What's the word I'm looking for?
Signs of
Like
habitation.
yeah, just yeah, any sort of sign that like humans have been anywhere near us, like or through this region, so that maybe I can find a trail that maybe like the humans have actually used, or like a campsite or something. I'm trying to either perceive or investigate for that.
Um.
The
Yeah.
city boys
So
isn't really my forte.
I'll give you investigation to try and find
Okay.
other signs, not living, breathing humanoids you can speak to, but signs of human or humanoid movement in the woods.
Okay.
So go ahead and do investigation at a DC 12. Success. Um, so
Well,
looking
that's
high and
6.
low, you do find some scattered ashes and coals from makeshift campfires that have been put out. They've been put out, you know, weeks in the past, but by sort of following the trail that leads away from it, it gets you in the direction that leads you through the woods towards the road, and you're able to make up some time as a result.
Hooray.
So it becomes very clear to you that there's no regular travel or paths in these woods, but there have been people in them in the past.
Okay.
So we're 2 and 2 right now. We need, what did I say, 5 before 3?
5. Yeah, we have to be flawless now, boys.
Okay.
Unless Sturgis has to do something, which I don't know.
So Sturgis doesn't do a skill check, but as
Okay.
always, when with our NPCs in the party, you can use his skills to
Ah, that's
to
right.
utilize him for a skill check.
Okay.
So we move back to Leganor.
So finding these signs of previous human life and the occasional wayfarer, um, I decide to use I want to use my street smarts to help the party once again move along the path, but move in a manner that's harder to detect, stealthy, you might say. Just how to keep a low profile, how to, you know, if there's a big pile of leaves or small sticks or something overhead, how not to just go traipsing through it, make a lot of sound,
Sure.
how not to leave wrong footprints, et cetera, et
Yeah,
cetera.
because not only are you trying to make your way to the path, but you also don't want to attract any, dinosaurs. So I think some stealth is in order and makes a lot of sense. So we'll give you a DC 13 stealth check.
Don't roll a two. Oh,
All right. Um, very
Is it crit 2
success.
successes?
I had that thought
Wow.
briefly. I don't think that's how we've done skill challenges in the past.
Fair enough.
I think that's officially the highest roll I have ever seen.
But yeah, plus 12 is pretty
Yeah.
intense.
32 is a DC 30. He would have passed the DC 30, which
That is a hell of a stealth.
that is up there.
Um,
Somehow you've made me quiet.
yeah, somehow you've made Wallace quiet.
that should be two successes right there, not the critical.
Just the fact that you made Wallace quiet.
So no, that was great. So we're 3-2 right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Task
All right.
difficulty nearly impossible. I like this for ability checks. Task difficulty easy 10, medium 15, nearly impossible 30.
Yeah.
You basically managed to disappear
That's
in
like
like plain sight.
that's the DC to see if you shoot the arrow in the level 20 mage's eye socket and kill him instantly.
Anyway,
Through the armor slit in the face.
Yeah, that's
all
that
right.
kind of roll.
I like it.
Anyway, Jin.
Okay. So, you know, see that if that was a negative roll, I could go this, but okay. Um, I will then. See, all of my skills are based on other people. So, I'm gonna. 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 I'm g
Yeah,
Okay.
we're all city slickers. We're not used to being
Yeah.
in the woods.
Yeah, well,
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yep.
you never know where a campaign will take you.
You will not. You do not. Okay. Fine. So, in seeing out my traveling mates, kind of worried and at their current situation, and we're all kind of moving on and seeing what's going to come next. I try to cheer everybody up with a little prestidigitation show and some little bit of fireworks here and there, and just kind of make everybody happy.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about morale, being
Yeah,
efficient. So, what's the skill?
that is performance.
Performance. Cool. So that'll be a DC 12 performance. Success.
Oh. Oh.
What's the gray?
It's
You roll.
when you roll at advantage, the gray shows what the lower of the two is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's
Right.
not a
Red is.
crit. Red's crit. Or
No,
red
no,
is
I
a crit
understand
fail.
that. I think it's funny they have to color code which number is low.
Well, it's just more easily
Yeah.
spotted out. You don't
Yeah,
have
so
to
you
think
don't have to
about
think.
it. You just know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No.
But anyway, the 17 succeeds. You are now 4 and
Well,
2.
may I
Um,
ask a question before the next one?
yes.
The bardic inspiration, um,
Oh.
does that apply to skill checks like this, or could it?
Just
What
read
does
the
it?
text.
Yeah. What does it say? I think it. Yeah, it
I
just
believe
depends
it
on
should. Uh,
one ability check. Yeah.
yeah, these are ability
Oh,
checks.
I could use luck too. Oh, I
You
forgot
could
about
use
that.
luck.
Cool. Sweet.
All right. Well, whoever is up next, I mean, it could be either Mike or it could be one of Sturgis' skills.
Up
So,
next is Mike. Whether Wallace or Sturgis goes is up to him.
well, whoever that person is, I'm going to inspire them. So,
Very good.
I feel inspired. So, realizing that with one, yay.
no.
Hey,
Hey,
that could
it
be the
may
one.
all the difference. That could be the 5% difference.
Uh-huh.
Oof. So knowing that Fingers just try to make us really stealthy, but then Sparkles decided to be all performance-like and make a bunch of noise, I'm gonna say we stumble across a bunch of deer that I don't want to have startled. So I'm gonna use animal handling to try to calm them down so that they don't freak out and we can remain stealthy.
Animal handling to not scatter a herd of deer
Yep.
that the prestidigitative morale boosting of Jin potentially could have startled.
Yes.
So they don't create a
Yep,
stampede that
I
kills
understand.
a lot of
I
them.
understand.
So,
I'm just trying to play through
And if I
the
fail, it's the
DC.
third fail, and I've automatically sort of given him a narrative like this is
Yeah, no,
why
no,
things go poorly.
no. Okay, DC 13, and you have a +1. Success.
Woo!
You're
All right.
able to shh the deer,
But
and they
none of
do
you have
not.
realized that this entire time this is something I've actually been kind of good at. Well, exception to that one. No, we had a pet
You did have a
animal.
pet for a short
We had a
while.
pet like caribou for like 5 minutes.
oh, I thought you
Roll,
were talking about
Mike.
Dragonborn
Mike,
then.
roll a d20.
Yay.
If you crit, you win.
Ha!
Nope.
No.
All right, never mind. These are just random deer.
These are just red deer.
Um,
Yeah, so that's
all right, cool. So you guys successfully, over the course of the day, make it to hereish.
Huzzah!
This
so is
is
the
gonna be
road.
a
I'm
long
curious. Is
trip.
the road just a? Is it a trail? Is it
So at
cobblestones? Is it?
what you've come upon is a the mountain range has a pass that leads kind of winding up and then eventually back over, which you can't see that. Obviously, you only see the road up.
Right.
And what you come upon with tall mountainous cliffs on either side of you is this sort of natural S chicane of terrain that
Max?
leads through the mountains.
Okay. And it's dusk at this point?
Yes, it is dusk at this point. I need to find a map that your tokens exist on so I can copy you over to a different map.
Well, I wouldn't suggest we go climbing into these mountains just as it's getting dark, Chance. Especially if, assuming this is similar to the world that we know of as Earth and the sun sets in the west. It's on the far side of the mountains already.
What is this Earth of which you speak?
just, just imagining a D&D world where somebody's like, "No, the sun sets to the south." Like, oh, my brain hurts.
I'm sure we wouldn't be the first ones to do something like that. Alrighty. Valkyrie.
I wonder,
Valkyra.
not that we need to figure this out in D&D world, but I wonder if that actually would be possible.
If what would be possible?
Could you have a planet like Earth that's rotating on its axis while orbiting the sun, but it's rotating north-south,
Is
which
Uranus like that?
I think the spin and the orbit are always going to coincide because of physics.
No,
that's exactly what I'm
I'm
saying.
pretty sure Uranus spins on sideways because it got struck by something.
Its rings are vertical, right?
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, that's plausible. But it would be over the life of the planet. I'm sure that that would happen. Um, sorry, I'm drawing out some
Like
dynamic.
Venus, Uranus rotates in the opposite direction as most other planets. Apparently, Venus
In
spins
here.
the other
It
way too.
rotates in the opposite direction, but it
I'm gonna
doesn't
throw something
rotate in
into
the
the
opposite
Discord chat.
orientation.
Exactly.
Yeah, it does. You look at the Discord
No, it
chat.
does rotate. It does rotate on its
Yeah.
side.
Oh, all right. Well, I stand corrected.
98 degrees, 99 degrees. I can't read that.
Wait,
98 degrees.
Uranus rotates east to west, but Uranus is unique in that it rotates on its side.
Yeah.
Wait, how is that east-west then?
No.
Oh, because west is always going to be. I guess west is relative to the magnetic north, and the spin is what's going to
I guess
determine
so,
where north
yeah, and that
actually is. So yeah. So, but that's
I think
west.
the reigning theory is that it was struck by an object early in its life and just got its axis all.
Anyway,
twisted.
fun with astrophysics.
Okay. So, I'm going to move you guys over here. Let me know if you can see something.
I can see the bottom.
Good. That's all you should be able to
Oh,
see.
my map's doing this weird thing it does. Yeah, we're in the bottom right corner.
Yep.
And I'm assuming the path is off to the left.
So,
This is where the oops. This
yeah.
is where the path
So
starts.
the mountain pass moves south to north.
Okay.
These are tall mountains, and then this cliff face is goes up from where you're at, and there's more tall mountains up that way to your right. So you'd have to kind of go left and then up.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'm saying I would suggest, gents, that we don't go up right now, but we maybe move, I don't know, 15 minutes off the path, find us a little spot to camp, and then get at this in the morning.
I'm down with that.
Sounds good to me.
I like that.
Sure.
Laying down with it. Good. So we're on this map, and we're gonna immediately walk off of it.
Okay. Where are you walking off of it to? If up
I
is
don't know
north.
which one of us is most comfortable outdoors.
Not me. I'm a city slicker.
Same here.
Yeah. The Sturges.
I've never really been much of a woodsman. I've mostly kept it to my universities and laboratories.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna move what I assume is northeast on the world, but bottom right on the map.
North is north. Up is north on the map.
Oh. Okay. In that case, we're gonna go southeast for a bit, just to get off the road.
Oh, sorry. No, you're right. Everything's rotated 90 degrees.
So yeah, we're gonna head northeast a little bit just to get off the trail for 15 minutes, and then
Gotcha.
to not be on the road in the middle of the night and find a, I don't know, hopefully find a giant rock we can all huddle next to and
So you're
get some
heading
sleep.
that way.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, you can head that way and easily find yourself some tree cover. And we're gonna do. You're gonna make camp.
Yeah, I'll take the first watch this time.
Are you
So
lighting a
actually,
fire?
Well, hold on. I say to Wallace, why don't I take the first watch? You take middle watch, and Jen will take last watch.
why
Well,
can't I want to get a good night. Yeah, fine. You and
I
you cast it.
will. Yep, I will
Is it warm?
cast.
I don't know. Is it warm enough that we need a fire, or don't need a fire?
Um, let's go to the tape.
To the calendar. It's like, oh, it's been raining this whole time. Like, dang it.
No, we said that yesterday it wasn't raining.
No, you're right.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. According to this, you're now on the 30th of Exus, which is hot. 71 to 93 Fahrenheit. Precipitation none, mostly cloudy, and a couple days away from new moon.
So yeah, no fire.
So it's dark, cloudy, and you said hot.
Dark, cloudy, and hot.
Yeah, I'm not planning on lighting a fire.
Okay. No
I
fire lit.
will. I will cast dark vision on whoever is taking first.
That would be I.
Leganor, you have dark vision cast upon you.
Find a moss-covered rock and just try to use it as a makeshift pillow since my bedroll is gone, and that makes me sad.
I'll lean up against this tree.
All right, Jeff.
Hmm.
With your dark vision from the trees, you are able to spot
Plumbing,
an
plumbing,
empty, quiet forest. And now your
With
watch has
no
ended.
movement and no predators. All right. At that point, I'll go and kick Wallace ever so gently, and
plumbing.
take over the nice warm mossy patch that he softened up for me.
Where am I gonna go when I'm done? You chick.
Your makeshift natural bedroll has been absconded.
I cast. How should I have done that?
You cast what? Your sleep.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Crap! I
I,
should have cast
I,
that before I went
I
to sleep.
cast nice dreams on myself. Yeah, so I'll stay up.
Jeff, you try
Sort
to
of.
sleep, but as you close your eyes, everything is bright still. I,
Take 2 pieces of moss off the ground and put them right over my eyes.
I joke, but that wouldn't help if what I was saying was true.
Yeah, the darkness of closing your eyes is still lit by dark vision.
It's your eyes that see the light. Anyway, yeah, I'm joking. So Wallace, in your nighttime blindness, you are taking watch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, hopefully my eyes adjust eventually, and I'll kind of pace around, but try to be quiet about it, and
It's very, very
continue
dark.
just like,
There's almost no moon, and it's cloudy. And you're in the woods.
well, could I? I guess I could make. Oh, you know what? I actually have a torch in my inventory. So I will use my tinderbox and light the torch and use that for illumination.
You light a torch. The torch emits a soft, familiar glow, illuminating the immediate surrounding area. Upon lighting the torch, you hear a light, natural scurry in the leaves and the underbrush, resembling something of a squirrel or badger or something in between.
Okay. Yeah, and then so I'll just try to just keep my eyes open and stay awake and look around,
Very good.
cautious for
What's your
giant
passive
cats.
perception?
21.
Okay. Um, two more times throughout your watch, you hear similar scurrying in the leaves. When you turn your torch to look at it, you don't see anything, but again, it sounds similar to what you've heard in the past with small woodland creatures rummaging around.
Okay. I look up.
You look up. You look up in the trees and you see the leaves and limbs gently swaying.
Hmm. I continue to watch around. I just continue to look around, kind of nervous about giant cats.
Continue to look around looking for giant cats. You don't spot any giant cats in the trees.
Hooray.
Make an active perception. Um, Towards the end of your watch, just before you're about to rouse your compatriot, you hear a sort of larger thud and more scurrying. And when you turn the the torch in the direction, in the leaves and needles of the underbrush, you now see a sort of a larger divot and then a trail with. You don't see what made it, but you can see sort of a leaf and needles wake going off in the direction towards the mountain pass.
I will quietly wake up my compatriots.
Okay, your compatriots are quietly awoken.
Yes, what happened?
Is it morning
Well,
yet?
Harold,
Actually,
That
everybody
seems late.
except Leganor has a long rest. Well, you all have a long rest anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
um, so I heard a loud. It's your watch, by the way, it sparkles. But just as I was about to wake you up, I heard a loud thud, and it pointed the divot. Let's say, like, see the trail of. I think something really big just walked by.
Oh no.
Well, I hear him say,
Uh,
Yeah, everyone's been awoken, and he conveys this information to the
all right.
party.
Well, I pull out a revolver.
And like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you still have dark vision. Look around, but
You do. It
No,
lasts eight
I
hours.
How long?
so I'm after,
8 hours.
I will immediately cast dark vision on myself, and then be like, "Wow, you want dark vision?"
uh, I'm good with the torch.
Under. So then I'll just cast it on myself. I look at Sturgis, and then just, okay. What you want dark vision, Sturgis?
Um, no, I believe as a dwarf I can see in the dark.
Oh, cool. Beautiful.
Do you see anything, Sparkles?
Do I see anything?
With your
Perhaps I
dark
could
vision
phrase that as,
on, looking.
do I perceive anything?
So the dark vision would give you more distance of vision than a torch would.
Oh, I lose
Yeah.
60 feet?
So what you
120.
see in the divot where whatever landed. Again, it's like a small crater in the loam and the needles and the leaves from the woods, and there's sort of a wake of disturbed earth that heads off in like a southwesterly direction.
Hmm.
What is the shape of the imprint?
You would have to make an investigation to gather more information.
Well, then I sure would like to investigate it.
Okay, you're
And
able to do so.
I will help him.
Roll investigation at advantage, please. 13. You can tell that there were 2 points of impact of whatever landed, spread out roughly the same distance as one's feet. And I can't tell you what you would interpret that as, but the thing that landed there is probably no more than 150 to 200 pounds in weight.
Hmm.
What do you make of this, Wallace? You think it's out to get us, or could we just pretty much ignore it?
I'm gonna go on a hunch. Where is it? Skiff? Skiff, you out there?
The darkness offers no retort.
Damn it, darkness.
Oh, that retort.
Oh yeah, I remember that kid. I hope he's all right.
It
Skiff
just makes me
wouldn't be
wonder
the
if this
part.
looked like two little feet spots in a trail. I mean, the little kid was always covered in stuff, right? But otherwise, it looks like I don't know. I can't help but think somebody was just watching us and then decided to scurry off, which seems odd. I mean, I wasn't
Rather
attracting a bunch of attention
unnerving.
with it. I wasn't attracting a bunch of attention with this. I wave the torch around. Well, I mean, I try to. Is there any more of a trail that I can try to follow of the leaves? I guess pine needles, what have you.
Roll investigation. Yeah, you could definitely pick up a trail and follow it.
What is it? What do you smell?
It's more just this looks like it left behind a trail of leaves and needles. I don't think we want to leave whatever this is uninvestigated before we go back to sleep. So let's figure this out. Yeah.
Oh, that moss bed was so comfortable.
And hopefully this won't take long, and I'll start walking down the path that I've discovered. The
Okay.
trail, I guess.
All right.
Wallace heads to the southwest following a trail.
I'm on his 6.
Sturgis grudgingly gathers his things and follows.
Very well. Yep, I'm with you.
I'm
Okay.
guessing after about 15 minutes, we end up back at the trail.
Yeah, 15 minutes or so, you kind of end up right back where you're at, except now it's the middle of the night.
But I'm still able to like follow this trail of what leaves.
Well,
and
once you
needles
get out of
said
the
still?
woods and you're more towards like the road,
Yep.
it's there. You can't really follow a trail anymore because there's no like soft, loamy, needly, leafy ground to have been disturbed by whatever moved that way.
But it looks like footsteps after this. Like, has it been footsteps, or just looks like?
Yeah, you've been able to follow a humanoid trail.
Okay. Well, once we get to the road and I can't follow it anymore,
Mm-hmm.
like, dang it. All right.
Which
I
is
can't.
about where you're at on the map at this stage.
Oh. All right, gents. I got nothing. My suggestion is we. My suggestion is we find a different place to sleep, put the torch out, and just whoever's sparkles just keeps an eye out for a person that may be nearby.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'll keep a sharp eye.
Your torch is lit
Constantly
right now, right,
scanning.
Mike?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been using that as my light source this whole time.
Gotcha.
So with that, I don't know, go southeast now, 15 minutes. Although at this point, once we like, if we all agree that we're gonna head back somewhere, all right, Sparkles, I'll take that dark vision now if you don't mind, and then I'll stomp out the torch and put it out before we actually start walking.
So,
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
as you turn your back to go to a different direction,
Yep. This is before or after I put the torch out.
this is before you put
And
the
before.
torch out.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So it's before and then I cast. It's before I cast dark vision then.
Yeah,
Yes.
before you cast dark vision.
Okay.
Hang on, I need to make one quick change here. What's your AC, Mike?
21.
So yeah, you turn your back.
never a
You're
good
about to
question.
extinguish your torch, and two arrows, or what I should say is you feel two thuds and piercing pain in your back right shoulder blade
Coming from the cliffs.
coming from this general direction, and suffer 18 piercing damage from two arrows embedding themselves in your back, and everybody can roll initiative.
Holy.
Ow.
The hell was that?
I got shot! Where's my... Good lord. Well,
Hey,
your
hey, Jim.
shield is going to be late to the game.
Jim, I'm looking at my character sheet, and it looks like I have inspiration, but I couldn't begin to tell you where it came from. How do you want to rule that?
If you have inspiration, you have inspiration. You guys have probably been holding on to inspiration for many, 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 many sessions.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta roll.
Um,
I gotta roll initiative for Sturgis. 1 second. Dun, 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 dun.
There we go.
All right, Jin, Wallace, Leganor, Sturgis. The rest. Okay. So yeah, Mike, you take those arrows, you wheel around, everyone goes into initiative. With your torchlight looking into the darkness, you
Do
can't
squat, I'm
see
guessing.
anything, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more arrows come raining down upon you. One of them connecting in your leg, dealing 4 additional piercing damage.
do we see this?
You see the arrows.
So we can see the direction where they came from then at
You
this
can see
point.
that they're coming from this general direction, but not where they originated.
So that's a cliff up there, right?
That's a cliff that goes up, roughly, depending on where you are, anywhere from 20 to 30 feet high. Obviously, less
And
as you
then
go to the left.
is this a pretty tall boulder in its own right? Like something that, so if I were to run right here and crouch down a bit, would
Um,
that have any presumption of cover, or is it not that tall?
so yeah, directly adjacent to any of the large gray rocks, you could use as cover.
Okay. All right, so it's my turn then.
Um, that does lead your turn, yes.
So, mm, okay. I'm going to move into the nave of the rock and then crouch down and cast minor illusion on myself to make it look like I'm crouching within a rock. The idea being that I'm hoping that by in this particular spot, nothing can either shoot or see me from where I think it's coming from. So that's gonna be my turn though.
What's your minor illusion?
That's just a cantrip. So the operative clause being this one.
Excuse me.
So even though I'm taller than 5 feet, if I squat down a bit,
Oh, you're not making an image of you in a rock. You're making an image of a rock surround you.
correct.
Okay, I understand. I didn't understand what you were doing. Now I get it. Okay, very good. Is that it?
Yep.
Very good. Bum, 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 bum. Ding, 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 ding. Let's check some of these here. Range. What is the range right now?
He's just drawing random arrows to confuse us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you any actual information, but I got what I needed to know.
B4. C7. I throw my fireball at H12.
I see. I always thought our Navy would have more advanced detection methods than that.
Okay, it's Sturgis's turn, and he is going to take a cue from Leganor and run up to this rock and cower so he doesn't get rained upon. Jin.
Okay. Do we have a rough direction as to which way those bolts came from?
This way, I think.
Yeah,
That's what he
rough
said before.
direction is sort of from this direction.
Okay. So I am going to do the following.
Excuse me.
I will quicken a spell. I'm going to cast light on a small pebble that I pick up off the ground. Then, well, that's a cantrip. Well, I can still quicken it, right? And then do a second action.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's see,
you
why
can
not?
cast a cantrip and a spell in the same round, right?
So
Yes.
actually, I don't want to cast another
As long
spell.
as
I
the
actually
spell
want
you're casting is a bonus action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
means
So technically, I guess he could
Because if
technically
he's quickening, then
cast
he can cast a
two
spell as a
cantrips.
bonus action.
Yeah.
So
But then
he,
I don't think there has to be a cantrip if he quickens it.
no,
right.
No,
but
but
the
he
it
could
still
still.
has to be a cantrip because the rule of only being able to cast one spell a turn unless the other's a cantrip and a bonus is true.
So I don't want to cast a spell, but I can take an action, correct? If I quicken a
If you quicken a
cantrip?
spell, you can
Okay.
perform an action and then cast a spell as a bonus action. And what that action
Okay.
is up to anything. That action could be casting a cantrip, making an attack, taking dodge or
Lovely.
disengage, or any of those other actions.
Great. So then I will. I'm going to quicken light on a small pebble that I pick up off the ground.
Very good.
Then I will use my sling to throw that pebble, which is covered in light, here.
At the base of the cliff?
Yep, right at
Do you
the
want to
base
throw
of
it
the
at the
cliff.
top of the cliff?
Can I see the top of the cliff? Is it like really high? I just assumed that this was a face.
It's only like 20, 30 feet above the ground, so you should be able to reach that if you want.
Oh, then yeah, I would throw that up at the top then.
Okay. Make an attack roll, a ranged attack roll with your sling. Okay. You cast light on a pebble.
Hold.
You take your sling and
Wait, hang on, wait. Let me see. I want to see if I could use luck before you say anything there.
okay.
Well, does he have to take the 5
Yeah.
since it's not an advantage? Oh, I see.
Yeah. Can use for the attack roll.
Yeah,
Right?
you can use luck on an attack roll.
All right, cool. So then I am going to use luck and re-roll that attack roll.
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just give you the 18 if you would like to do that, as it
Oh,
was
I'll take
technically
that.
the second d20 you rolled after that. No,
Sure.
that's too much
Okay.
information. We can't do that. That's cheating. To
Okay,
know that
so
it's an
then,
18. Yeah.
Just re-roll it.
Yeah, please reroll. That's
You got
better.
it.
Okay.
All right, better.
You take your sling, you swing it above your head, you loose your stone. The stone flies in an arc over the large boulder. It hits right at the top edge of the cliff And like a scene from the movie Space Jam, it teeters back and forth before resting right upon the edge of the top face of the cliff.
Ah,
Whew.
Stand by just a moment, and I will update dynamic lighting accordingly. What is the range on light? 30 feet
I
of
believe it's
light?
2020.
The torch is 2020. I think light's bigger than that.
The light's 20. No,
Right
it's
here.
2020. 10
It's
bright,
2020.
and
Oh,
2020. Yes, 20
Okay,
bright, 20 dim.
so 5,
There's a
10,
radius
15,
though.
20.
am I wrong on torch? No, torch is 2020. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking daylight.
Okay. I gotta remember to do dynamic lighting in chunks rather than a single line so that I can alter it easier. Because now I can go like this, I can go like this, I can go like this, I can go like this. And now, if I go back to objects, freehand, there's your little light stone. And you now can see that. Does
there
that
you
work?
go.
Does that work?
Yeah, that's about right. This line's supposed to be dead straight like that.
It's just because of the line of sight of dynamic lighting.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. And I guess at this point, I will use my movement to kind of come over to this corner and peek around.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I don't see anything up there.
Wallace.
Um, I will move. Okay. You boys better be able to figure out where the hell these things are coming from, because I'm gonna give you guys, because I'm gonna give them a big target. So I'm gonna keep my torch lit. I'm gonna move to there.
Wait, it's 20 and then 20, right?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I need to change the lighting real quick.
And I will take the dodge action.
Sorry about that.
Using the restroom.
5, 7,
20
15,
bright, 20 dim. Is
go
that what you mean?
like
Yeah.
5,
Hmm.
10, 15, 20.
Can you all see the rings I put around my character?
Yes.
Okay. That's as far as I can see. Well, that and the light source you just threw up there, but
Damn it. I'm really bad at drawing these. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. So it should go like this. And then I get rid of that. And then I freehand. And I draw this. And I freehand and I draw this. And then I get rid of
I mean
that.
that's.
Nope.
I think that's
Why would
5,
that
10,
happen?
15.
That shouldn't have happened.
That looks right.
No, I almost deleted definitely the wrong thing.
Hmm.
That can go. I just want to get rid of this. There we go. Okay,
Okay.
now that's what you can see.
Okay.
What's this weird oval?
Sorry, I was trying to make circles for you, but you already have it figured out clearly. So I am out in the open and dodging.
Wallace out in the open and dodging.
Oh, so we can see all that, huh?
Yeah, I
Yes.
only did 20. I forgot to do the other 20.
Hmm. Damn. Is it my turn?
Sorry. It is not your turn.
Okay.
Wallace, as the only one visible, a hail of arrows comes screaming out at you again. Eight arrows come raining down upon you. You're taking the dodge action.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 8 arrows miss, and they go thip 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 thunk thunk clink pink think clink clink thunk thunk. Shield shield miss, glance cling, and you're okay.
Oh.
With the additional light, you do get some more information.
Hold on.
4 of the arrows came from this direction, and 4 of the
How much?
arrows
Wait.
came from
How
this
much damage have
direction.
you done to me so far?
18 and 4, I think.
While holding the shield, you have resistance against damage caused by ranged weapon attacks. In addition, you are considered to have cover against ranged attacks from creatures you can. Oh, I can see. All right, so that doesn't count. But I've actually only taken half the damage you've done to me.
18 and 4 is 22, so you've only taken 11.
Cool. All right. Yay, magic shield! It's actually coming in handy for once.
Yeah, nice.
I'm not in melee.
So as I mentioned, 4 arrows came from this direction, and 4 arrows came from this direction.
Okay.
Leganor, you witness a rainstorm of arrows fall all around Wallace.
Um. So I really don't like not being able to see what's launching a bunch of missiles at my friend. So, oh, let's see here. Sometimes you just gotta get a little crazy with it.
Um, Mike, you have a high
Yes,
passive perception, right?
I do.
All right. On that last turn where
Okay.
you were attacked, you do spot at the edge of what appears to be some kind of structure. One, you can see the hint of someone who from whence the arrow came.
Okay. I will endeavor to. I will. I don't know. I'll just point in that direction with my torch.
Yeah, I'll allow that. Leganor casts Major Image.
That changes a lot right there.
Alrighty.
He can see that, but
He can see it. He pointed at it with his torch. You're still tucked under a rock.
so I see him clearly pointing though, right?
You see him clearly pointing, yes.
Okay. I would like to not cast that spell then because I didn't know that was in the
Information
card.
you were getting. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll allow that. I forget how perceptive Mike is. He needs to get information as a result.
In that case, I will dart out to here to, as the great camp song goes, see what I can see.
Mm-hmm.
And do I see the thing he's pointing at?
Since he pointed at it, and it is briefly lit by the lit rock, you do see that there is a person in a structure.
Okay. Spot on, old chap. So I'm going to fire a salvo of 3 shots, all with sharpshooter at this mofo. -5 +10, of
What
course.
is the range on your guns?
Because of sharpshooter, I have a attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged weapon attack rolls. I think I can get up to 120 feet.
Well,
I'm
alright
not
then.
mistaken. Do you want to double check the hand? I think it's 120. I think it's like 3120 is the.
I think that's accurate. Man, why are you gonna... Okay. 3120 is correct.
Okay.
Okay.
3 shots. All
3
sharpshooter.
shots. All sharpshooter.
No. Do I want to do? Sorry, there's so many menus to click through.
You sound like my dad. I can't find a screen.
Uh. Okay, let me ask you this, because this I don't think I'm gonna do it, but I just want to know. So look at mobile flourish, right? Look at the last
You can
sentence.
expend, deal extra damage. You can also push the target.
Oh, up to your walking speed. Never mind. Never mind.
You can then use your reaction to move up to
No,
your
it
walking
wouldn't.
speed.
It wouldn't work. I was thinking for a second. I'm
You
like,
wouldn't just
no.
be able to blink next to it. You can only go as far
Okay,
as you can go.
it's time to roll 3 attack rolls then.
Yes, sounds like it is.
So it's an 11, a 13, and a 20, or an 18, and a 23.
11, 13, and 23. The 23 will hit.
16.
16. On your third shot, you winged him.
Good. Just so they know. And then I'm going to use the rest of my 15 feet of movement to move back to cover where I was before.
And then you duck back under cover. Very good. Sorry, I'm just adjusting some stuff. Okay. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Okay. This thing is going to do some stuff. Sorry, just taking a second to load.
No, it doesn't actually. It's sad that when I whistle, it doesn't actually go across the microphone.
Check
It's
the
designed to
distance
not
here.
allow that. I'm
Alright,
microphone,
so
be that way.
that is here.
I just okay, good now.
Sorry, I should have done this ahead of time, but I didn't. Okay. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. That happens. Okay. Very good. Sturgis. Sturgis, seeing what Leganor did, is going to decide to do something similar. And he is going to pop out of cover, hurl a firebolt at the same target. That's not firebolt,
Magic missile?
that's magic missile. I don't know why that happened.
This might happen last time, I think.
Well, anyway, he rolls a 17 for his spell attack, which is a success, and as a result, the target takes 1d10 fire damage. So I will just roll all of his stuff myself.
Make me roll stuff. Yay! For a whopping
Oh, for
one.
crying out
You
loud.
singe its hairs ever so slightly. It's mildly.
You singed his
Oh,
boot.
wait. This damage increases by 1d10 when you reach 5th level, so another d10.
I think it gets another one at like what level?
Oh my
11?
good god.
Well, you can't be super effective all the time. You can't be floss. This is what happens when you're not using ice, Flosty.
Yeah, we got
Wait,
the fire
wait.
covered.
Is this because I'm saying 1d10 instead of...
No,
No, it's
no,
just bad
it's
luck.
just rolling terribly.
Just bad luck. I
What
just
would-
figured I'd check.
What would a 1 HP real life damage be? Like stubbing your toe?
You flick them in the
I mean,
ear.
Well, so
an
you
unarmed
can't.
attack deals 1 damage.
Yeah, like getting punched, basically. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of have to. It's not hit point. You can't really think of hit points as that like direct life bar kind of stuff. Because
Yeah.
like I'm not any more or less resilient to like taking a stab wound than I was at level 1 than I am at level, what are we, 9?
Right,
But
yeah.
like I'm just able to better like withstand like the stamina hits it would take and like
The damage, yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
It's more resilient. It's hit points is more like a resilience thing versus like how much actually blood loss you have.
Well, anyway, he does that. He hides back under cover, and he curses himself for being so weak. Jin.
Okay, so at this, I realized that these guys are kind of hard to see. They're kind of far away. So I'm going to just reach out and I'm going to cast animate objects. Okay, I'm going to cast it on 5 medium-sized stones that are laying up in this region. Let me just get a little select in this region up here, including the lighted stone. So the lighted stone plus 4 other medium-sized stones. I will cast animate objects on. Their order, with the exception of the lighted one, is to attack any creatures hostile to me on within range, moving over here. They have a 30-foot move speed.
Up to 10 non-magical objects within range that are not being worn or carried. 120-foot range. So you're trying to see stones up on top of a cliff that's 30 feet high? Is that what's happening?
Medium-sized stones, so yeah.
You're just line of sight. You're trying to look on the top of a cliff that you're 30 feet below.
It could be right up on the edge there. Doesn't matter to me.
How many are you attempting to animate?
Only 5. 5 medium-sized, including the one that I cast last.
Roll a d5.
Okay.
Just slash roll d5.
Slash roll d5. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say because.
I don't have a pyramid in my bag.
All right. So you're only not able to find one of them. Okay, so you can animate 4 medium rocks.
Sure. Okay. One of them is going to be that lighted rock. I imagine that pretty fair game.
Roll again.
That lighted rock you threw in a sling is not medium. Medium is like a humanoid is medium.
What? No, he's talking about objects.
I'm aware of that. But size is size is size.
Cool. Well, I mean,
like a tiny object
case,
is a tiny. It's tiny.
So you're saying
tiny.
it's
So if he can animate up to 10 objects. If he animates a medium object, it counts as 2 objects because it's the size of a medium thing in D&D. Like a humanoid.
So then, So then do I get to animate one other tiny object?
So
Is
you're
that what
able
you're
to
saying?
locate 4 medium objects that you can animate.
Oh,
Technically, you
no.
have 2 object slots remaining.
Oh, okay. So then one of them is going to be that lighted rock, and then
Okay, so
pebble
you
or
have,
whatever. It doesn't make a difference to me, you know.
yeah. So the lighted
Sweet.
rock is animated plus 4 medium objects. Let me make you some.
That's fine. Then I'll just burn the other one. Um, okay, so the 4 medium-sized rocks are commanded to attack any creature up there that is hostile to the caster, me.
Hang on, let me make you some rocks here.
Sweet.
Wait, I have something for this.
I don't have this kind of time.
That's great.
Range is a bit of a bummer, but maybe I just run up to the cliff face.
It's for the next hour casting.
So what are the? You're gonna have to just quickly give me the stats on these rocks.
Yes. Okay. Medium. HP 40, AC 13. No, I'll just hang on. I'll copy it in.
So the medium rocks have.
40 hit points, 30 AC, plus 5 to hit, 2d6 plus 1 damage.
Did you say
Strength
30
10.
AC?
No, 13.
13.
Oh,
Plus 5 to hit, 2d6 plus 1 damage when they hit. Strength is 10, dexterity is 12. Constitution is 10.
Intelligence and wisdom are 3. Charisma is 1.
okay. That
I imagine a rock wouldn't have great
I
charisma.
can't do all that. That's too much to do.
Fair.
I just want to get the basic stats, our AC and HP.
I have to remember to create an animated object NPC for the next time there's we have a Mila campaign. They should just have these things queued up easily.
I
Actually,
didn't
maybe
even
they do.
realize it was something I had to think about.
Yeah, neither did I.
What are the stats
Move.
on the one small tiny rock?
Tiny, I'll give it to you right now. Move speed is 30 for all of them. Let me just grab this guy.
I got it.
You got it? Thank you.
So what's the
20
AC?
is the 18.
18 AC.
18 AC,
Yeah,
20 elf, and
plus 8 to hit,
8 to hit.
1d4 plus 4 damage.
Okay. You can control all those tokens, right?
With a bonus action, yeah.
Checking.
He just
No, I
gives
just mean
them an order.
Zach. You can move them, right?
Yes, I can.
All right,
That's
cool.
correct, yes.
Very good.
Oh. When it says plus 8 to hit, what does that mean?
That means like when you
It
roll
means
a
like your
d20,
attack
you
roll
add
is a
8.
D20 plus 8.
And they all have blind sight, which means they just kind of know where things are. Although that doesn't mean that
It
Jin
just means
knows,
they
but
don't
Rock
have
does.
disadvantage on attacks when they can't see, because they can't see
Yes.
anyway.
Okay, so only this rock here is in attack range, but they're all going to move.
You should be able to highlight them all and just move them all at the same time.
I just don't want to move this one. Well, I'll
Do
just
they
put that one
float?
back, actually. I believe they do.
It doesn't really say.
I think it says, let me see. Yes, okay. If the object lacks legs or other appendages for locomotion, it instead has a flying speed of 30 feet and can hover.
Okay, there you go.
Can hover, meaning it can't go vertical, right?
Correct, yes, just as a move speed. Well, has a flying speed of 30
It says
feet.
flying speed, so technically, yeah, they could fly 30 feet up.
Yeah, I guess it could. I'm going to move all 5 of these, but I'm going to put one back because I actually don't want to move all 5. So that's 30. Well, actually, no, it would be like that. And this guy comes back here. And this one
you can move, well, I mean, you could move that one 30 feet up.
Oh, I could. Well, no. So I have to issue the same command.
Oh, to all of them? Okay.
So all of them, yeah. So I just don't want to issue a command to this guy right now. But uh, these four up here,
Mm-hmm.
all get the command to attack anything hostile to our group here, to me.
Okay.
So I think this one is the only one in range.
Um,
Attack.
I don't know how nitpicky we want to get, but 30 feet across would bring him to the base of that structure. He would have to then go up to reach
Ah,
where
he's
the
in a
thing
Oh, I
is.
didn't
structure. Okay.
realize. Okay,
I didn't
yeah,
realize he was above.
good
Yeah.
to know.
Okay. So then he moves over to that.
But that's cool.
To that point.
We'll let
Oh,
that
if you
happen.
control multiple creatures, you can command any or all of them at the same time, issuing the same command to each one. Oh, okay, yeah, got it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, that's neat. First time we've used that spell.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Anything else?
Nope.
That's
I'm
it
good.
for now.
Do
Yes.
that.
Thanks. I think when I said okay, cool, my phone thought I was saying something to Google.
Ah.
Wallace, you're up.
Da, 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 da. Da.
Wallace moves 30 feet forward and goes fully on the defensive.
Yay! Being target practice.
And it's a
I'm
good
I'm a glowing target.
it's a good thing he does because
Oh, let me
8
guess.
more
Something.
arrows come raining down. What's your AC?
20.
20?
Yeah, I realized I'd swapped out the fighting style interception with defense, so I'm actually at 20, not 21.
Okay, so 1. Still a disadvantage though.
They're all a disadvantage, yes, because I'm dodging.
Alright, well, 3 arrows do find a purchase.
Okay.
For 19 divided by 2 is going to be 9 damage. And they're all coming from the same directions
So over
that they were
here, and
previously.
then the other one's over here.
The other
right?
one is this direction.
All right, I will point at this one this time.
Okay, you see
They're
Wallace
coming from
pointing due west.
north, or yeah, they're coming from 2 different spots.
Leganor. Oh, sorry. Did you have anything else, Mike?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, it wasn't your turn anyway. That was dumb of me to ask. Leganor.
So, from what I remember in getting into scuffles with my hand slingshot back in the day on the streets of Canoria, it's that when you're outgunned like this, you make them come to you. And so rather than charging recklessly up the hill, exposed the entire time, I am not going to be that stupid. I'm just going to do the same thing I did last time, except this time, no sharpshooter, just 3 regular shots.
3 regular shots at the thing that you can see. Okay. Do them one at a time, please.
Oh.
We've learned this from last time.
Well,
The 19 will hit
anything else. So could I?
for 8. The 19 hits for 11. And the 22 hits for 10. You plug this body with 3 bullets. Pow, pow, pow. You hear a noise as the body slumps over the rail and plummets off the edge of the towered structure, deceased.
And then I move back. So can I see what it is at that point? Like, can I tell what kind of creature it
You
is?
saw a humanoid in your dim, dark vision light, edge of your vision, fall off of the structure.
Roughly how tall? 3, 4 feet, 5, 6 feet.
Humanoid,
But humanoid could also mean a halfling or a
not
gnome.
not demi-humanoid.
Gotcha.
So five,
So
five, 5 to 6, 5 to 6 feet. Yeah.
all right, and then I pop back. This time I'm going to pop back. Do I still have cover right here in this spot?
Um, well, from some directions, yes.
Would I have cover from that direction where I just shot? That's
You have half cover from the direction where the target just was.
okay. And then if I were to move back to where I was before here,
Hmm.
would I have the same amount of cover or more?
You would have
Or
full cover from where you just shot.
then I'm gonna move back. Can I move right here instead?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna move there. Is that still full cover?
It is.
Perfect. That's my turn.
Okay. Na, 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 na,
And I
na.
don't see any light sources up there, right?
You do not.
Okay. Well, that hopefully means less arrows coming at me.
Coming around the corner of that large boulder, you see this.
What the hell?
It is under turnover, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Oh,
What
we got
is
company.
that? What the hell is that?
Good question.
We recognize what that is, Mr. DM.
Nope. It
I
just
don't actually
is
think we
what it
could.
looks
I
like.
don't actually think we could. Well, I can't actually. You know what? I can't see that. I don't actually see it. I don't actually see it there. Never mind.
Oh, that's right. I forget about this whole darkness thing.
It's night. I actually don't see
Technically,
whatever that is.
technically, you don't see anything.
Well, anybody with dark vision would, but I don't.
That's true. So Sturgis calls out, "There's something coming from around the corner right there."
I try to peer into the darkness and be like, "What is he talking about?"
Count Chocula.
Out.
Sturgis sees a thing that he doesn't like.
What does Sturgis do about it?
Sturgis is not pleased by it. And he is going
It's
to
a good spell.
attempt to put it to sleep. Which he's going to cast at level 4.
I'll do it.
What is that? 50. 61?
51.
51?
51.
51.
Oh, combining the two numbers.
Yeah. It does not fall asleep, he says.
Ouch.
Well, that could mean it's saved versus. As I recall correctly. Oop. Apparently, I can't show a spell description for a spell I don't have.
Sturgis then ducks further into cover. Would Sturgis know this? Probably. Do I want to just tell you?
Roll it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sturgis is going to
Nice
roll
dog
to
save for
see
sleep.
if he would share some knowledge of his history. Yes, Sturgis shouts out, "Ah, it's a shadow demon. I suggest the drow are present." Suspect, not suggest.
Wait, what? Shadow? What? Where?
Jin's turn.
Wow. What?
I shockingly looked at. Did you say drow? Oh, jeez. Okay, oh, this guy's here now. All right. Well, first of all, as my bonus action, I issue a command to the lighted object to move and
Of
stay
course you did. You're gonna make me move stuff.
stay. I would say 10 feet behind the rocks. So I'm gonna move these guys. The attacking rock.
Yep.
This guy is gonna stay right here.
All right.
And I
Stand
got
by.
Now,
I gotta shift this.
can you give that rock light?
yeah. Give the object a radius like I have.
That makes a lot more sense. But it's dynamic lighting is the way I'm doing it, not fog of war.
Oh,
So that actually won't help programmatically.
Well, it'll tell you where to draw the circle at least. If you just give him a 40-foot
That's
circle,
fair. Let me do that then.
just to make your life easier.
yeah, because I'm gonna be moving that around a bit.
Yeah,
Each
you're
turn,
right. You're right.
I,
You're
I
right.
get to use
You're
my
right.
bonus
You're
action.
right. You're right. You're right.
You have to. I mean, you can set it so only you can see the ring, so that's easy.
Where do you where do you see the ring? I don't see a ring.
So if you click the gear on
Yeah.
the token and scroll all the way down, there's a token aura.
Oh, gotcha.
And then there's a 3-dot thing next to it, and you choose whether or not the PCs can see it. The default is that we don't see it. So you can create a ring around the thing, and we have no idea it's there.
I see. Okay. Cool. That makes sense. All right. So then I gotta go and like. Shut up, Google. Nobody's talking to you.
Google just wants
I just
attention,
said
Kim.
cool.
Google. Cool, Google. Wait,
No, it's
Google.
it's
Hey,
Abed.
Google.
Cool. All right.
Oh, we
So
can
if I
see
do
that.
that, and then I get rid of this one, and then I gotta get rid of this and this and this. All right.
Do we see anybody else in the structure?
I don't know about you guys. I can see that aura. I don't know. If, big
You
old
can see the
green
aura of the rock?
Yeah, big old green
Yeah,
circle.
because he has control of the rock.
Oh, because he has control of it.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes, there is another thing in the structure.
Okay, cool. So my Rockies now all attack the guy in the structure if they can reach him.
Yeah, I think the only one that can't reach is that one. So the front
Furthest
three
one,
can make
okay.
it.
So then he'll approach, I guess.
Yeah. So you got to roll 3d20s, and they've all got +8. No.
The mediums have +4 or +5.
Mediums
Let me
have
check again.
+5 to hit.
Yeah, so it's D20 +5 3 times.
And go D20. Can I just do it this way?
Slash
Roll
roll D20 +5.
D20 +5.
And then enter. The 21 will hit. The
Oh wait,
10 will not.
how do I roll damage then? So
What
that'll
is their
be
damage?
2d6 +1. So I'll roll
So there you
that.
go.
6.
In that tower up there that the thing's in, how tall is it off the ground? Can I tell?
Yeah, now that the light has moved forward, you can see that the top of it, the platform where they are standing watch from, is another 20 feet up or so.
Okay.
I do 10 damage there. And does an 18 hit?
The 18 hits.
And it does 13 damage to the other one. Ooh, that's a good one.
That was a good one. It's max damage on that one.
Yeah.
Mm.
So he's thudded upon by some big rocks and is not pleased about it.
I bet. Okay, so while rock buddies are doing that, I am freaked out by this character
Do you
over
have dark
here. This
vision right now?
I do. I cast it on myself before.
Yeah, I
Did
heard
I?
that.
Okay. Yeah,
That's a fact.
you sure did. Okay, cool. Then I will. This guy over here. Does he look? Is he humanoid sized? Is he small? Is he
He's
beefy
medium
looking?
sized, like a human. He
Like a
has
human?
big black wings.
Black wings. All
Big
right, I'm gonna
black
cast Witch
wings.
Bolt. I cast Witch Bolt at that bad boy over there.
Cast Witch Bolt. Test
Oh, come on.
successful.
You?
Uh, Witch Bolt is going to hit.
Cast that at level. Yeah, I cast it at level 1. That's fine.
Dark Vision is not a concentration spell.
Dark Vision is not concentration. Let me see.
No.
No, it is
Cool.
not. Witch Bolt is, though. On a hit, the target takes 1d12. On each of your turns, you can use your actions to deal 1d12 lightning damage.
So when you cast Witch Bolt, your objects are no longer animated.
Ooh.
Concentration? Oh, bollocks. That was dopey. Alright, well, I made that mistake. So my
But
objects
the
dropped.
5 lightning damage occurs.
Okay. I smacked myself in the
Is
head.
is thunder damage? Oh wait, I'm sorry. The 5 lightning damage hits the thing, but seems to just dissipate the energies off of its chest.
Oh, that was a real
Oh,
crummy move there.
I'm certainly gonna witness that and go, what the? Like, why do you? What was that? What are you shooting? Why are you attacking the darkness?
There's a thing over there, and that lightning did absolutely.
Well, so is it still because Witch Bolt is a stream, right? Is it still connected?
Yeah, he's still hit with the attack.
Okay.
It just
So
didn't
there's
seem
still
to.
an so there's still a Ghostbuster style arc of lightning that's just connected to this thing, but it
Yeah, it
doesn't
just
seem to be
doesn't
doing
seem to
anything
care
to
about
it.
it.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, it's so dopey. I spent all that time setting up that spell, and I screwed
Gotta
it
reach
all up.
spells, son.
I gotta
Gloves are
read my
off.
dang spell slots. Yep. I don't know. I hear you. There's no. That was totally on me.
Wallace.
All right. We're gonna.
I'm gonna say that the witch bolt's lightning is emitting an amount of light such that you can now see the thing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. This is interesting. 5, 10, 15. Actually, let's see. Can I get to cover? I can. All right, so I'm gonna go here. Now I got this thing lit by my own light. I am gonna assume I can get underneath this arc, like, cause can I? Technically, there's this beam of energy going across, right? I'm
Yeah,
assuming I can get
you
around,
can
like,
move
under it.
around and through your allies' things without issue.
Okay. Like, just duck, like limbo underneath
Yeah,
this
I'm
Ghostbuster style arc
not
of
gonna
lightning.
sway that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna take the dodge action again.
Very good. Wallace goes back fully on the defensive.
Oh yes.
Dun 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 dun. The thing in the tower, seeing the rocks fall to the earth, um, is gonna fire off a couple arrows at you, Jin. Apparently both missing.
I didn't see your rolls. Did you roll?
I did.
He's
Okay.
rolling
He's rolling
silently.
secretly.
He's
Gotcha.
rolling whisperly.
Yeah, well, I didn't want you guys to see what's happening
Fair enough.
in a fight where you can't see all your enemies. I don't want to divulge information.
That makes sense.
Um, you guys notice that a hail of arrows does not descend upon Wallace in his current position. So that's gonna do that. Dun, 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 dun. Leganor.
Step out a third time. Same as before. So I'm not going to move my token because I'm just going to move right back
Please move your
into the
token.
note. Oh, okay. Or wherever the first space is that can I shoot him from here?
Can you shoot him from there? You could shoot him from Jin's space.
But Jin's in that space, right?
Right.
You can occupy it and then move back out.
That's true.
Okay. So I'll do that.
Wait, is that true, Mike? Can you end movement in an ally square?
As long as I don't think there's any. I mean, I don't think that's a
I
problem.
know you
I
can
think you
move through an ally square, but I don't think you can end your movement in an ally square. Unless you're smaller.
I mean, I can hold on.
Does that work?
That works, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
First shot.
Hold. As you step away from the rock, 4 arrows come from the up of you, which is the west of you. What's your AC?
16.
16. 2 arrows hit, dealing a total of 10 damage. As you popped out
So
of cover, you got fired upon.
Gotcha.
So that occurs, and now you can take your turn.
Miss.
A 12 will miss. A 20 will hit.
Some damage.
For 8.
And then on the third shot, I'm going to go regular shot, but I'm going to add a mobile flourish to it.
Okay.
So if it hits, then it does an extra 1d8, and I push target.
Yeah, hit first and then do your mobile flourish.
Yeah, the idea being that I'm trying to knock this guy out of the tower.
Understood. 17 will hit. The shot connects
For 11.
for 11 damage.
Shitty bolt.
6 minus 1. And its lifeless body plummets to the earth below.
I pop back into my nook.
You pop back into your nook. This thing,
Dark winged thing.
dark winged thing, comes rolling up on Wallace.
Darkwing Duck? What?
The dark winged thing comes rolling up on Wallace.
Okay.
And is going to. Now, why would it. Oh, that's. Okay. Sure.
So I don't suppose I can get a close-up picture of what this thing looks like now that I'm face to face with it.
I think I can show to players without giving you all the details, right?
Should be able to. I mean, I'll just exit out if I see more than just a picture.
No, that's going to show the whole character sheet. I don't want to do that. I do this?
When I did it, I just copied the picture and put it straight onto the map, but I can understand if you don't want to do that.
Yeah, let me do that. Let's just put a rock on the map. Stand by.
If it's too much, we don't have
No,
to.
I wanna do this. I wanna do this correctly.
Okay.
File, save as.
Oh, good
Y'all see that?
gracious.
Oh, jeez, that's ugly.
That
Oh,
has no
you
legs.
ugly.
Is that what we see in front of us, or is that a picture of the thing? That's
That's a
the.
picture of the thing. That's not the size of the thing.
Oh, I was like, changed dramatically.
No, that's just you guys want to know what it looked like. That's what it looks like.
Cool.
Okay. So as I was mentioning, it rolls up on Miguel and swings at him. Your AC is a what?
20.
Oh, but you're dodging.
I am dodging.
So it swings at you with its claws, but misses. And then move to the thing and okay. Sturgis, seeing more of what's happening, makes a judgment call
That's what we asked him to do.
and shouts out, "You won't be able to affect it with cold, lightning, or poison."
Uh, but okay, thank you.
He then,
What about metal?
sorry, that's all the information he was able to divulge this round. He then steps to here and stop doing it like that. I want to change the level with which I cast the spell, and it won't let me.
No. Roll 20 says no.
I hate that. I want to cast a level 4 magic missile. 2, 3, 4 should be 3 more darts. So it
Which
should
would
be,
just be 12 more. Or you rolled a 4? It'd just be 12 more damage. So 3 more darts?
yeah.
So it'd be 17 damage. 17.
Okay. So he 17 damages. Is that correct?
Yeah.
5. How do you figure?
Because you roll a d4, it's a 4. You just multiply the number of d4. So with magic missile, raw is that you roll 1d4 and then you multiply that by the number of bolts you threw.
So that 5 is actually a 15 for the 3 bolts that are level 1 magic missile, right?
Oh yeah, because each bolt is +1. So yes, it'd be 15. You're right.
So if it's at level 4,
It should be 5 bolts. Oh,
that
so
should
5 times
no.
5 is 25.
Level 2 is 1 more bolt, level 3 is 2 more bolts, level 4 is 3 more bolts. So that should be 30 damage, right?
No, that
6
sounds way too.
6 total bolts at 5 damage each, max roll.
I guess. Well,
right?
Uh,
wait, what
A,
level
a,
spell is it?
a
Wait,
level
it's like a.
1 magic missile is 3 darts. When you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the spell creates 1 more dart for each level above first. Level 4 is 3 levels above first. So that's 3 more darts on top of the 3 that level 1 does. That's 6 total darts. 6 total darts at 5 damage each is 30 damage.
yes, that is accurate.
Alright. So
Yay, high level magic missiles.
he just dumps 30 magic missile damage directly into this thing.
Here I am standing here taking like ethereal weird looking claws and I watch 6 magical bolts just slam into this thing like good job whoever did it.
I'm happy to help.
Keep that up.
And Jin.
I will cast. I don't want to use a farm. Can I cast Firebolt at Ugly Man?
Very good.
Do so.
The 17 will hit,
Good cow.
dealing an amount of damage.
I will hold Witch Bolt on it. Automatically 1d12. Just for the pointy outy effect.
Well, I mean I'm holding my
highlight it.
torch still. So you can we can see the thing very clearly in my light, but
So you're maintaining concentration on Witch Bolt. So it pulses another shock of lightning damage, or
Ineffectual
lightning
lightning
effect,
damage.
which it seems to not care about. Wallace.
didn't mean to do that. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No,
Wait.
hang on. Time
Jin's
out.
still going. Sorry.
So, I broke concentration because I used my action to do something. Didn't really matter, but I'm not
No,
holding
that's
it
not how
anymore.
concentration works.
Yeah, you can
The
hold
only
concentration
reason
while still doing
the
it.
only reason the other concentration spell failed is because you cast another spell that used concentration.
Right, okay.
You can only concentrate on one spell.
Okay, cool then. Cool.
Say here, Witch Bolt. I like it.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
Wallace.
cool. Very nice.
Okay. Well, I don't like this thing right in front of me, so I'm gonna, and seeing as how I think I'm in cover from, I'm gonna move to here, so that theoretically I'm still in cover, and I'm not gonna arc my sword, but I'm gonna drop the torch, so ideally it's still burning just on the ground, pull out my sword as a free action, and go swingy swingy.
The 24 will hit.
For a whopping 5 damage. At least. Okay, does it look like it actually does anything?
Question.
Yes.
Have I previously stated that the Arc Sword functions as a magical weapon?
No, you have not.
Okay.
Which is a fun problem that we have as high-level characters without magical weapons. I was wondering, like, I'm eventually gonna be completely ineffective.
Same.
But no, you have never stated that fact.
Okay. All right. So your sword,
So
your sword connects and seems to not cut as deep as you'd expect.
Joy. Well, at the least, let's see. We'll do that at least.
When you hit, you can expend a superiority die, giving your allies an opening. So add the superiority damage, and then the next roll is made at advantage. Okay. So roll your d8, I think. Okay. Another that amount of damage. Very good. It seems distracted.
And then hold on. I'll swing at it again just for funsies.
23 hits.
And then I will goad him.
So it will have disadvantage attacking anything that's not you. Got to
Yes.
get another superiority die, right?
Correct. So I've burned. Let's see.
7 and 8 is 15.
Oh, this wonderfully. I'm assuming completely ineffective damage.
No, I wouldn't say completely ineffective, just less effective than you'd expect.
Oh, well, that's good. All right. And then that'll be my. That's my two actions. I'm not. I don't really have much for bonus actions, and unless I was gonna burn my action surge or my second wind or my indomitable, which I will not, and I am no longer dodging. But that is the end of my turn.
Noted. All right. These things. Okay. Leganor, you're up.
I'm going to cast. Let's see here. Hmm. I'm going to cast. Well, 1 sec. So many concentration spells to juggle.
Where's my?
I'm just going to cast a level 2 invisibility on myself, and then I'm going to start to make a. It's going to take me a couple turns, but I'm going to start to make a mad dash up to the top of the hill.
Okay. So you cast invisibility upon yourself.
If I go here, can I duck under the witch bolt?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Where are you? I see you back where you started.
Yeah.
Very good. Leganor disappears. The black winged thing swings again at Mike.
Haha.
Missing. And then some other stuff occurs.
Does anybody have an expiration time?
I was gonna go
Sounds
till
good to me.
11:30 latest.
It is 11:26.
Yes, I see.
Okay.
Sturgis is seeing the success of his previous magic missiles, gonna do it all over again.
See if it'll let you do it at a high level this time.
It won't. This is just 3 times 6.
18.
Sturgis dumps
Well,
18.
isn't it 1d4 plus 1?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
equal
that
to 2.
each dart does that much damage, and there are 6
I
darts. Sturgis practically exactsies this thing.
I mean, so is it actually dead?
It is.
Oh, good.
And when it dies, it dissipates in a like the blackness of it becomes ethereal, which turns into crows that ethereally fly and disappear, and it dissipates and it leaves nothing behind, no corpse or anything.
That was weird.
yeah.
Good job. Good job, Bossy.
Nice shooting.
Gotta love auto hit.
Magic
Yes,
missile
it's a good spell to
doesn't do
have.
that much
I
damage,
suggest you
but
all
it's
learn it. That brings up Jin.
Oh, do I see any other living creatures?
You don't see any hostile creatures in your area or line of sight at the moment.
Then I will wearily creep out, right into the middle here and say, "Hey,
Hold!
Wallace, do you see anything?
Upon stepping here, 4 arrows rain down upon you.
Zip, zip, zip.
What's your AC?
AC is
Shield.
Sorry, what'd you say it was?
13.
13.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
1 arrow lands and strikes you.
If I casting shield, making my AC 18.
You cast shield, making your AC 18. It still connects. The second arrow bounces off of the magical shield. The third arrow pierces through it, and the fourth arrow bounces off. Upon both arrows, you suffer 18 points of damage
Ooh.
Total?
total.
There's still guys left.
Yeah, get up back, get behind, get over here. I try to move him to sprint toward me.
Do I have an idea of which direction these came in?
They came in like due west of you, which is up.
Straight up.
I then let me see how far we got here. That's from here. I can get to here, and then I'll take the dash action to get. I can't get far
Next
enough.
to Wallace. You can get the next
You can
to me.
get diagonally.
You can get
Or here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would rather go there.
Go here.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just better
The
run.
only reason I'm not here is because of where the.
Sure. You do all those things.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
Wallace.
Okay.
Wallace's turn will occur upon our return.
Well, I'm at the bottom of the. Do you want me to do mine? Just
All right,
I'm
we'll
at
do
the
yours and
bottom
we'll
of
end it.
Okay. I mean, it's if you want to pause, that's fine.
No, that's fine.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm done.
Okay. Cool.
Picking my torch back up, if that wasn't obvious.
Yeah, with the light moving with you, I assume that's happening. Very good. Well, thanks everybody. That's gonna do it for today. What's gonna happen next time? We'll find out the conclusion of this epic struggle to pass the mountains in our next episode. When that next episode will be, I don't know.
Because
3
it's
weeks
my
now.
campaign for at least the next 2 weeks, if not longer.
We are gonna spend a couple weeks doing some mic stuff.
Because everybody wants to know the mystery of the floating isle.
I must know
Yeah.
the mystery of the floating isle.
So,
All right, with that, ladies and germs, we're gonna say goodbye to the internet. So goodbye, internet. We'll see you next time.
fare thee well, interweb.